Folks, I want to tell you the truth about IRS Policy Statement 5-133. This is probably the most famous IRS policy statement out there. It's the one that essentially says that you only have to file the last 6 years of tax returns in order for the IRS to consider you compliant, and the IRS will not seek tax returns beyond that in a delinquency investigation without the lower level IRS staff getting managerial approval to do so, which it does. We see it often with revenue officers who ask for years beyond 6 years because they got approval from their manager, and that's fine. But, for most folks, you can file the last 6 years of tax returns, and the IRS will then negotiate with you on the debt, right? OIC, offering compromise, installment agreement, whatever. But here's the thing you got to keep in mind. IRS Policy Statement 5-133, who is this? It's just that. It's a policy statement. An internal policy statement at the IRS, okay? It is not law, okay? It's not statute. It's not even a regulation, okay? It's just an internal policy statement with the IRS. And before you rely on policy statement 5-133, which most of our non-filer clients do, okay, after we explain this to them, and you go off and only file the last 6 years even though you haven't filed the last 10, you must understand that despite policy statement 5-133, the IRS's assessment statute of limitations, there's a period of time the IRS has to make a tax assessment for a tax year, right? That does not start running until you file a return. This is to say that if you never filed your, say, 2013 tax return, the IRS could legally, at any point in the future, although it is not its practice to, commonly due to policy statement 5-133. It doesn't say it can't do that, right? Just it's not the common procedure to. So if you haven't filed your tax return for 2013, the IRS could at any point in the future go back to that year, file an SFR for it, assess you the tax for it, charge you a boatload of penalties and interest. Oh gosh, think about all that interest, right? So beware. Policy statement 5-133, it's kind of formed out of, finite resources at the IRS, okay? What if in a decade AI makes IRS resources kind of a redundant thing, right? Where AI can do thousands of tax returns at once, right? Thousands of SFRs, and the IRS says, hey, we're going to go back to 1973 and do SFRs for all those delinquent returns for all those years, and really, really slam the American people. That would be hugely unpopular, but I'm saying it's within the realm of possibility.